Okay, so I'm going to do this AITA for the first time ever. I don't know. I've been on some sites recently, and I've been noticing some AITA, and I just read it like I know what it meant. I just found out what AITA meant last night. And now it makes sense, so I can comfortably read some of these. Now, this is my first time reading these. I know it's been popular for some time now, but like I said, I've been off of social media for like 5 months, slowly getting back to the game, or slowly getting back into the game. All right, so if you guys want to tell me what's the AITA you guys done, I don't know if I phrased it right. Tell me an AITA that you have done or a friend have done to you, and keep it anonymous. I think that makes sense, right? All right, let's get on to the first one.
Get a dictionary.
AITA for telling my sister my thoughts about her college choice. I, 26 female, graduated from University of Washington, Seattle 3 years ago. I live in Seattle still. And this week, I want to visit my family for the first time since Christmas, about an hour south of Seattle. I have a younger sister, Celine, 18 female. She graduates this year in about a week or two, I believe. So I get home and she shows me that she committed to Washington State University. For those who don't know, the college is located in Pullman. Damn! Give the last 4 digits of her social security number too while you at it, which is in the east part of Washington, in the middle of nowhere. You'll see what I mean if you look on Google Earth. You are Google Earth, girl, because you've given us every single detail. She showed me her booklet she got from the school when she visited. She showed me a few pages and told me about how excited she was to make new friends and study, etc. I chuckled and told her not to be excited. She asked why, and I told her that's in the middle of nowhere, 6-hour drive. You know what? I had a friend like this. I had a friend every time I accomplished something or is very genuinely excited about my decisions and happy, he gets me some clouds and grayness and it just rains on my parade. We don't talk anymore. I'm just saying. She showed me a few pages and told me about how excited she was to make new friends and study. I chuckled and told her not to be excited. She asked why, and I told her that's in the middle of nowhere, 6-hour drive from home, and there's nothing to do but party there. I told her she should have committed somewhere in Washington that's in a city that's not only known for being a college town, because living in the middle of nowhere isn't something to be proud of. Damn, say in the middle of nowhere one more time. I told her that UW is a lot more fun, I guaranteed, and there were actual people around there, and I chuckled again. I was expecting a little chuckle back, but she got up and looked annoyed and went upstairs. She's been pretty cold to me since that, and I do want to spend time with her before I head home later this week. So Reddit, AITA, yes! Call me Reddit, you are! Can you not just be genuinely happy for your sibling? She's doing something more than a lot of people have done. AITA for buying my girlfriend a birthday cake and not asking for her preferences. Welcome to 2023. I surprised my girlfriend on her birthday with the cake. She was happy for the cake, but her immediate response was she didn't like the cake and its decoration. I was upset because I put in my efforts to make her happy. She always ruins happy moments like this with a negative comment on it. Is my girlfriend the asshole in this situation? Oh. I'll let y'all decide. I'll let y'all give y'all opinion. Honestly, I'm going to keep it to myself. AITA for not wanting to wait in a long line with my partner. I, female 23, and my partner, male 25, are going on vacation and are planning on going to a popular nightclub. I am a female, so I ended up getting on the guest list and don't have to pay to get in. Tickets online usually range from $50 to $77. $77? My partner ended up paying for his ticket only and said he couldn't find a guest list that accepted males, but he did get a discount on his ticket. He then started complaining about how we have to wait in the long line for entry. I then told him that I'll be in a separate line since I'm on the guest list. I guess it's the delivery, because how did you say it? How did you sound like, well, I'll be in a separate line because I'm on the guest list, or but baby, I'm on the guest list, so I'm just gonna, scooch over here a little bit. He proceeded to say, yeah, but I'm not so that mean you gotta wait in line with me. I told him if I'm not in the club by a certain time, I lose access to my guest list, free entry, and will have to pay for tickets at the door. At the door, the prices skyrocket to 100 plus. What kind of club is this? I never in my life had to pay $100 to get in the club. I told him I'd meet him inside, then we'd enjoy the club together. He then almost tried to guilt trip me by sulking about being in the long line alone and suggested we go to the club an hour before opening to be the first in line. I personally don't want to be the weirdos who are the first person in the club. In my days, you know, girls, I don't know, girls still getting free like before 11, but baby, let me tell you, I had some girlfriends that literally be getting ready at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to get in the line by 7. I don't want to wake up by 7 p.m. This is the same partner who was about to let me go to a concert I got his tickets for alone because he forgot to request it off and didn't want to call off for the day because he was new to the job. If my friend didn't find a babysitter to be able to go with me, I would have stood in line for that concert alone and went to the concert alone. Edit, y'all, I am not ditching him the whole night and partying the night away. I'm literally just getting in a quicker line and will be waiting for him inside. I feel that she's already in line and she's posting this in the bathroom while her man is about 20 dudes deep in line. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm literally just getting in a quicker line and we'll be waiting for him inside. I didn't know I had to make that clear. I also cleared up some typos I had. I will update how the night ended up going after we go. Another edit. Okay, y'all, I get it. I'm the asshole. But please, y'all, the hate speech in my DMs will not be tolerated. It's either I'm an asshole or I'm not simple. And if you feel like you need to chat me to tell me I'm XYZ, write it in your diary instead of me. Thank you. Well, she got an answer. Could she not have just deleted the post and, you know, all that will go away? AITA for not taking the trash for a few days. This is a small matter, but I wanted to check it out. Seriously, not that big of a deal. Okay, my wife works from home and rarely leaves the house. We live in an apartment about 6-minute walk from the dumpster down the stairs and across the complex. The trash is my chore along with dishes. She does pretty much everything else, so it seems pretty even. I also don't work from home and have to leave the house a lot and do pass the dumpsters on the way out. But I honestly just forgot for a few days. For 4 days, she asked me to take out the trash until we had actually filled both trash cans and then they were overflowing. She said, if you don't take out the trash today, you'll come home to a roommate, not a wife, in a joking way. Okay, she said it in a joking way. She said, if you don't take out the trash today, you'll come home to a roommate, not a wife, bitch. And even after I took out the trash, still joked I was an asshole for making her wait 4 days. It really isn't that big of a deal, but if she wanted it done that bad, she could have done it. Anyways, it's already over and we've got date night today, but I was just wondering, AITA, y'all got date night together, or is it like, is it done or done? You know, Edit. I accept my verdict and have come to realize a bit of an issue with my statements. No, I'm gonna let y'all read the rest because this is a little too much. Dang, I think this is my 4th AITA. I'm getting in it. But don't try to backpedal. You know, stand your ground. Don't let the people confuse you. You knew what you were to start with, all right? And I think you wanted the other people to agree with you, but you just backfired. AITA for running away from a teacher. I, 15 female, am autistic and have severe struggles with school. I can still work on my own time, but I cannot attend classes. I'm also selectively mute. I spend most of my time during the school day in the Pupil Support Hub, which is better most of the time since only a select few students are allowed in there. The only problem I have with it is that at lunchtime and interval, any students are allowed in, and so it becomes extremely cramped at that point. I was recently introduced to another teacher, Mrs. N, and she was there to be a point of contact for me. If I had to talk to someone about something or if I needed help with work, she would be the one I go to. She's a really nice lady and I genuinely believe she didn't mean to upset me. But a couple days ago, Mrs. N came up to me on a bad day, which again isn't a problem in itself, but she had apparently made up her mind that I was going to work with her today. I had my noise-canceling headphones on, and I couldn't speak to her then, even though I had previously. She kept repeating my name and asking me to work with her. When I wasn't responding, I typed on my phone that I wanted to be left alone, and I couldn't work today. So how did she do that? Like, she just texted it and then showed it to the teacher like, you can do that? I know she's selectively mute, but she's really selectively mute. I wasn't responding, and eventually I typed on my phone that I wanted to be left alone and I couldn't work today. She said that she'd only leave when I made an effort to speak to and work with her, and that it'd only be 10 minutes. I waited for a bit longer and she still wasn't leaving me alone. So eventually I started crying and just got up and left the room. I called my dad to pick me up. I don't think she meant to upset me. I think maybe she was confused as to why I wasn't speaking to her today since I have previously. But I don't know. I'm scared to go back to school right now because I don't want to see Mrs. N again. Which sounds weird, but it's because I don't want the same thing to happen again. My mom obviously called the school and I don't really know what's come of that yet. I imagine that Mrs. N might have gotten in trouble though, as my parents' relationship with the school is already pretty rocky and they're doing their best to show to my parents that they can support me. Nobody is mad at me for this, but I'm mad at myself. I was overwhelmed on that day and I couldn't speak or do anything, but I went to school anyway to stay on the schedule and keep up attendance. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Aww. I feel it. I feel her. I'm gonna say no. She's not that. She's definitely not that. Overwhelming is a big thing. I've been using that word a lot lately, but overwhelming is a big thing. So no. But now I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be selectively mute and just type on my phone and just show it to the people that I don't want to talk to. Maybe that's what I want to do. So she actually, that's a good thing. AITA for making brother cry after he called me skinny. I, female 13, and my brother, male 16, are fairly close. We love being around each other and go to dinner together every Saturday. I'm very insecure about my weight and overall self-image. My brother, on the other hand, loved himself and is by no means insecure. My brother has a nickname for me, Skinny Minnie. I do not like this nickname. He knows I'm insecure. Every time I tell him to stop, he just says, well, you are so suck it up. Yes, I know we act very childish. So around yesterday, me and brother, we sitting on our parents' couch. He's texting his friend, I'm watching TikTok. He tells me, go get me a Coke, Skinny Minnie. I responded, go get yourself one, gay wad. Of course he doesn't like this. He tells me to suck it up because I am skinny and I won't change. I tell him to suck it up because he's gay and he won't change. He starts crying, asks me why I hate him and that I should just accept I'm skinny and move on with my life. I tell him to accept he's gay and move on with his life. TLDR. Damn it, I just found out what AITA means. Don't think for 1 second I'm gonna waste any energy to try to find out what TLDR means. Someone tell me what that means. I made my brother cry because he called me skinny by calling him gay. Woo, this just took silvery rivalry. Shit. Silvery rivalry. Damn. Sibling rivalry to a whole new level. Did you cry though? Because the whole time I'm reading this, I'm just thinking he's the one crying and he didn't mean you. I gotta go to the next one. AITA, because I won't let my parents take my kids to Disneyland. Wait, am I the asshole? Because I won't let my parents take my kids to Disneyland. All right, here we go. My kids and I have been staying with my parents because I lost my job and couldn't afford my apartment anymore. Very kind of them to let us move in while I got a job. However, they both have been incredibly disrespectful to me. They have undermined me in front of my kids, laughed at me because I had asked them not to give my kids candy before dinner, and so much more. They don't even see how rude they are to me, and every time I try to talk to them about it, they seem to have understood. But then the next day, back to the same shit. It has gotten so bad that if I tell my kids no on something, they say to me, fine, I'll go ask grandma or grandpa. They'll say yes. I have literally almost given it. It makes no sense to try and be stern with my kids when I'm being completely undermined. Fast forward a bit. I got a part-time job and held it down for 2 years. Not making much, but I'm working. Another position opened up where I work and it's full-time. I applied and I got it. The pay difference is amazing. So things are looking up. I have been saving money and I plan to move out by Christmas. However, I have ran into a problem and the conversation about it is reoccurring. All right, let's go. What's the problem? My parents want to take my kids to Disneyland. I'm invited to. Yeah, normally this wouldn't be a problem and I'll be all for it, but I really don't feel like being undermined. She loves that word. Check out the videos. Check out my discography. It's 2007, 2006, I don't know, 2007? What? One of them, 2008? I have never used that word. And I used it like 10 times in the last 35 seconds. But I really don't feel like being undermined in a place where families are supposed to be getting along. I've been saving money and don't want to spend a lot. I've told my parents this before and that we probably wouldn't be going. I see it in a completely unnecessary trip with many obstacles. If it was someone's birthday or anything, I can understand. But to just go? I don't have the money or time. I work for a whole week of driving. I don't know. Maybe I'm being kind of an by not letting them go, but I'm sick and tired of the disrespectful behavior I get from them. I'm not from who? Your parents or your kids? Because right now I feel like you're the only one disrespecting yourself. Because damn, I know I read this all, but I feel like the parents were gonna bring the kids anyway. Did I misread that? I'm not a young, dumb 25-year-old. I'm in my 30s with 3 kids. I have a college degree, I have a job, I cook, clean, pay rent. The whole time I'm thinking, I know I'm not the only one thinking about Cardi B. Yes, I may live in my parents' house, but they still treat me like I'm 10. And when I try to talk about how they treat me, I am made to feel like shit. I do not want to go live with people who are narcissistic, who gaslight me and disrespect me every chance they get, and they don't even see a problem with it. So forgive me for not wanting my kids to be around that behavior, or for me not wanting them to miss school just to go on vacation without me. Would I be the asshole if I reported my cousin for driving without insurance? You know what? So for context, my cousin 28 male and I 27 female were very close up until a couple of years ago. He and I used to confide in each other about everything in our lives. We were each other's rock. When he started making irresponsible decisions, I took on the mother older sister role and tried to steer him in the right direction, because he wouldn't hear anyone else out. He frequently listened to my advice but never actually followed it because he liked to learn the hard way. He always came to me afterwards to tell me I was right, but he never changed. Eventually, I realized that I couldn't help him and took a step back. I didn't want to keep nagging him about his decisions because I didn't want him to push me away. He usually only had me to talk to, and I didn't want him to be alone. When the COVID lockdown ended, I stopped hanging out with him altogether because his decisions were putting me in danger. He frequently drove intoxicated and recklessly, and he started to deal drugs to get some quick cash. A month ago, he told me at a family dinner that he got into a really bad car accident. I tried to ask for details, but he was very evasive. Hey Siri, what does evasive mean?
Evasive means tending to avoid commitment or self-revelation, especially by responding only indirectly.
Okay, that in itself was a red flag for me. He also told me that he canceled his insurance and wouldn't be driving for a long time because the accident freaked him out. Last week, I had a chance to talk to him again when I came over to his house to drop something off for my aunt. He mentioned how he's been driving without insurance and how he doesn't want to reinstate it because it was all a scam. I'm really not sure what to do. He still doesn't drive around sober, and I'm worried that he's going to hurt someone. I know that he won't change his ways till something really bad happens, but I don't know if reporting him is the right decision. Would I be the asshole? Okay. I'll let y'all type y'all comment on that. Would you? I feel they were very close to begin with, but she says he never listens. I'm gonna let y'all take that home. Cause AITA for one of my stuff back from my ex before paying him back money that I owe. I, female 21, only dated my ex, male 33, for about 5 months. He comes from quite a wealthy family, lives in a big house, has lots of high tech all through it, nice car, nice pool, nice everything really, can afford to not work and still buy expensive things, the kind of life I could only ever dream about. I am a single mom of a toddler. I get about $800 a fortnight? What? They be paying like that? And rent alone is $500 a fortnight? The game? Y'all, and we don't have much money, but we have enough to get by. Plus my parents are in my life and help out if we need it. I never ask for anything from him, but he liked to go out to dinner and do fun stuff with us, so he graciously lent me the money with the agreement that I'll pay it back when I could. Over time, I started leaving some stuff at his house so that it was there for me when I was over, and he did the same at my house. Plus, would lend me t-shirts, just as most couples do. He also is quite the handyman, so if I needed something fixed, he'd be more than willing to do that for me. So there is an item at his that he's fixed for me that is really important to me. My mom had it my whole life, wife, and she's now passed it down to me. Now, him and I broke up about a month ago, and I still owe him quite a little bit of money. I told him the dates that I get paid and told him I'd pay him $50 each payday. All up, I owed him about $400. I thought everything was going fine. We were still chatting a lot and making sure each other were doing okay. Every time I paid him, I'll send him a screenshot of it because he wasn't able to tell when money was put in his account, which kind of just puts into perspective how much money he has. Between my first and second payday after we broke up, he asked if I needed to be reminded to do it. I was kind of offended because I had given him no reason to worry about me forgetting to pay, but I brushed it off. He can't be like that. And I explained that it wasn't needed because I'll get reminded every time I get paid myself. Well, after my last payment, I sent him the screenshot and told him I'd be coming up. Damn! Was she dating a bill collector? After my last payment, I sent him the screenshot and told him I'll be coming up to the town he lives in, so I'll bring his stuff over and pick up mine. He proceeds to tell me that he thinks it would be a good idea for him to hold on to my stuff until I paid back all of his money. I was completely taken aback and said that no, I was going to be coming to get my stuff and that if I didn't pay the money back, there were other ways of going about that. But I have the right to my stuff. But most importantly, I've given him no reason to believe I wouldn't pay the money back. He said that he had just hoped I would have paid the money back by now. I told him that he knows my situation and that $50 a fortnight, what the is a fortnight? Is a lot for me. His response, I suggest in future don't allow your debts to raise that high. Woo! So AITA, if I go and get my stuff, she said this girl said Fortnite to me. I don't know if she's doing the. I don't know what Fortnite means in this thing. It could be from another country, but I'm just a loss for words. I don't know. I don't know who that. I feel that he just wants the debt cleared. I just don't know. And this is a lot. I don't know how long this video is. I'm getting into it, but you know what? This was too much for me. If y'all have any AITAs, make sure you guys leave that in the comment section below. All right, and I will see y'all with a new video. Don't forget, I uploaded like 5 videos this year, 2023, so make sure y'all get on that. My last video, what's that? Dumbest Fails, I believe, was probably like 6 minutes long, and I just know this probably like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. This was a long thing. I think I was just trying to do about 15 of them, but I didn't know these people were gonna be so discreet. Is that the word? So detailed in every little thing. Okay, bye.